everyone, it's Joanne, and it's time for another weekly roundup video from me. This week has been pretty busy in terms of projects. I had a ton of design team projects and just other stuff that I was working on, and so bear with me. It's going to be a lot of stuff to show you today. So let me start off with the card that I had that I didn't post in last week's weekly roundup video. This is the Digidoodle Shop card that I had made using, I think it's called Basket Full of Love, I think, the image. I distressed the edges with vintage photo distress ink. This paper is from My Mind's Eye, and I think this whole stuff, this other stuff here, this ribbon and this paper was from the Tailored Expressions Valentine's Key Ingredients Kit. And then I added some lace and a couple of eyelets here and there. So I left its sentiment list just because it can probably be used for something, an I love you card or a thinking of you card or whatever. So I'm starting to do that now with some of my cards, to leave the sentiment off, just because I just want to give myself the free option of adding something later if something should pop up. So that's one of the cards I did. Then I participated in the Tailored Expressions Blast from the Past blog hop. They do it monthly, I think on the every third or fourth, I think it's third Tuesday of the month. If you sign up to be a part of this blog hop, you just have to use an old Tailored Expressions stamp set. So I used, God, I can't remember, I'm bad with names of things, but basically it's a Get Well Soon Cuppies, I think it's called Doctor's Orders maybe? Anyway, but it's like a Get Well image set. So I used the image from that, the super cute thing, and then I used the most recent Tailored Expressions Key Ingredients Kit for the month of July, I believe. And then I added a sentiment, best wishes for a speedy recovery. Sometimes you just need a get well soon card on hand, I think. And then this is a sketch that Tailored Expressions had provided for the blog hop. It was optional, but I thought it was cute, so I decided to use it. And look, I didn't use any ribbon on this card. And then next is a Denami card that is based on Jenny's sketch for this challenge, and I just kept it super duper simple. I made a little mistake with the embossing powder. It got a little crazy on me, but I used the teeny tiny Swiss dot stamp and just dotted my paper. And then I used the trick or tweet sentiment. Punched that out with my circle punch, scallop punch from Stampin' Up. And then I used the Halloween chickies. They're so cute. They're all ready for Halloween. But yep, that is the Halloween card that I made in July. I thought that was super cute. I mean, it's super simple, but I think you guys figured out my style by now. And then it's my turn to host this week at Whimsy Haven. So Whimsy Haven, all of us are taking a break for the summer. We're on a vacation, but we're taking turns hosting the blog, and this week was my turn. So I decided to use this very pretty palm tree image from the Summertime Digi set. The sentiment is from Amuse, and then I just used some paper from Making Memories that I had on hand, and I just added a few brads, and I distressed the edges. I sponged the edges with some chocolate chip ink from Stampin' Up, and that's my thing. I cut this out with my Nestabilities. I think it came out cute too. Actually, I'm in love with all my cards that I made this week. Usually there's a couple that I'm like, eh, but man, I like them all. And then it's the product of the month from Denami, and it is the Petit Four Owl set. So I used my owls, and I thought I would be cute doing kind of like a Brady Bunch kind of thing. If I had two more, maybe they could be the kids, but there's only one girl, so I don't know. But I thought it was cute making a grid of them instead of just the trio that I usually do, but they're just too cute. And I used the Yura Hoots sentiment that matches so well. This ribbon is from Denami, and I think the cardstock too, this chocolate cardstock. So I probably would put like a lighter cardstock inside if I ever would write inside of it, since this paper is so dark, but I think it came out cute too. And then it's an Anywhere Anything Goes challenge at Digidoodle Shop Design. No, wait, I get confused with our title. Digidoodle Shop's Best Design Team, the challenge blog. So this week I am in love with my clouds from Paper Tray Ink. So I decided to use this little cute little hoot owl and create a little scene. I use my Martha Stewart fence punch. What I really want is the grass punch, but I think it's discontinued. So if anybody ever finds it, let me know. I really want the grass punch, but I have the fence punch. I Swiss dot embossed the base of the card and cut these out with my Paper Tray Ink clouds dies. They're so cute. You'll see this a lot in my videos. And I used the High from Denami, and I colored in my owl with my Copic markers, and that's it. Super easy and simple and clean. Then this week is a challenge at the Greeting Farm. It is a summer vacation layout challenge. So we haven't gone on a vacation in a very long time. One, we had kids, my husband and I. And then two, we do not like crowds very much. So every time we go to Disneyland, we go on off-peak hours because our kids are still small. They're not in official school yet, but I don't know what's going to happen when my son starts preschool in the fall. So yeah, we don't like crowds. So we went to the zoo this past weekend, so I thought I'd put a picture of Jonah and his friends at the zoo. And I made this layout with my summertime Echo Park kit. And you see my Paper Tray Ink clouds again. And then I used the flowers and the Sweet Memories stamp from the Summertime Greeting Farm kit. So it says summer, 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 Sweet Memories, summer. So I thought it would be, I think if you want sweet summer memories. Do you get it? Anyway, that is my layout for this week. And here is a card, another card from Denami that I did, another simple one. I Versamarked the Aloha sentiment with, and then I put clear embossing powder over it. And then I just cut this out from the Bella Press Tropical Splash paper. And this is from that too. And then I love this magenta cardstock. Can you see that? I like the texture. And all of their cards, this base of the card too, all of their cardstock is pre-cut to a size for an A2 card. I can't remember what the dimensions are. Forgive me, it's late. And I just put a sentiment inside. Sending you sunshine. Why does it look dark now? Anyway, I need more light in here. I hate recording at night. But yeah. And then finally, I participated in a flower swap at Scrap Beach. And it's my first time making flowers. So this is not the flower that I submitted, but it's similar to the one I made for the group, for my swap group. So this is the first time I made a fabric flower, satin. I learned it from Arlene at My Butterfly Kisses 12 on her YouTube. The flower I submitted had a different center, and I omitted this because I didn't have enough, but I did keep the flower, or the satin flower, and the feathers and the lace. But that is it. I think it came out cute. I hope the gals in my group like it. I almost burned my fingers off, but yeah, so I don't think I'll do a tutorial on this. There are too many on YouTube right now, but I thought this would be cute. I'm trying to get into vintagey looks, but we'll see how that goes. So that is my video, my weekly roundup video for today. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.